This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. I think one of the sort of underrepresented kind of areas of the Helix, which actually I think this is probably an area that beats pretty much any other modeler. Probably any other modeler that I can think of. Let me know in the comments if there are other ones that can do this depth of stuff. Now certainly in the fractal world you've got access to synths, but I don't think they're as necessarily out of the box kind of accessible and don't necessarily cover as much ground. So this is a preset that I made a while ago, which is in the folder, New Synth, New You, and just a demonstration of course they are mono. So I've actually got two synths going on there. So one is the string theory, which is based on sounds found in the ARP Selena string ensemble and the Elka Synthex. And then we got the double bass, which is two sawtooth synths. One is an octave below and one is 2 octaves below. And now what I wanted to do, I think, is just start from fully scratch and just show you how I would go about building some of these things. So one of the keys here is that these tend, I find, to be a little bit unruly in terms of level. So I'd like to chuck them into a compressor often. So in the Legacy is where you'll find most of these. We've got a bass octaver, you know, inspired by the tone of an EBS octabass. We've got a smart harmony, inspired by an Eventide H3000 apparently, but we are gonna have to play I think we have to play into it. It's tracking not too bad. considering. Anyway, Octi-Synth, which is going to be essentially based on, sounds like some sort of ring mod. Sounds like it's a ring mod that has got like an envelope on it. Synthmatic is one of the most rich ones, kind of analog synth type sounds. I wonder if maybe I'm going to start making a bass out of this one. So the other really cool one is the Attack Synth, which is the next one along. And this one is based actually on a Korg X911 guitar synth, which, and you can vary the pitch, so I find this one so what I'm going to do actually is create a little preset which can do two things. First of all, this I think could work really nicely for our lead tones. What happens if we take this attack down? The ramp is definitely what I'm liking. Anyway, so we'll move that, and then snapshot one, I think I want it to be bass line stuff. And this is the cool thing about this, we can essentially put together a little preset which we can easily use for kind of bass stuff. So Synthmatic, and I think one was the one that I really like the sound of. Right, so that's an option there. We've got those two synths up front, and then what I'll do is, I think, if we keep that one bypass there, and then bypass that one there, so we got no synth at all. We've got our, and then we got our lead. Pretty easy stuff. And then I think for the lead tone, I'm gonna put on a bit of a stereo dual delay, and my default settings for that are a bit different to what yours might look like. Then I just think it's such a cool little sound, and maybe stereo reverbs we could chuck on this plate, which is the sound of space once you turn these decays up. I'm going to turn on trails so that when I go to this bass and turn these off, the trails are preserved. at bass lead. So it's really not that tricky to get, I think, very usable synth tones out of this. Just have a play. I find the Attack Synth and what did I say? Synthomatic are probably the places that I start. Try chucking them into an opto compressor or Rochester comp as well. Those are just to kind of give it a bit of a smooth. And then just our clean. That's what I was using for the introduction. Hopefully you find that vaguely interesting, maybe slightly something that you've not considered, but there are loads of pedals that you can spend money on for this sort of thing. Dedicated things, you know, like the Boss SY stuff, the Future Impact, is that what it's called? But I think the stuff in here, there are certainly some very serviceable tones for this kind of thing. I'll catch you in another video soon, and cheers.